We are live.
We're live again. Yes, we are. Let's do a little mic check. Is that on?
It is waiting for the crypto boys.
Waiting for the crypto boys, and we are here with you guys. As
We are
of
here.
course.
We need to get a beer camera.
We need a beer. Is that what you said?
I need about 10 beers
10 beers for a bear market.
after this bear market. After what's going on with this.
Okay, what are we talking about today, Mr. Carty?
I don't know.
We have.
Okay,
There we go. How does our mouth look? Do we need to adjust our mics?
I think we look pretty good. I don't know.
How does our mouth look? Do we need to adjust our mics? Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right, great. Okay, guys. So we have a couple things to talk about today. We want to talk about our views and our take on if it's a bear market, if it's a bull market, where we're sitting in that realm, of course. Maybe some indicators that could or could not indicate that.
It's time we have the serious conversation.
We have to have the serious conversation.
We got to get you guys in front of it all, and it's the time where I think it's hit low enough and it's hit the indicators, like you said,
Right.
that we should do it.
Our first question that we're going to ask after we kind of discuss that is if you think it's a bear market or a bull market, because that is widely different ideas of what you're going to be doing then. So we have to talk about those and the things to consider. Our other big thing we want to talk about today, guys, is if we are in a bear market, there's some bear market busters out there that we think are going to be home run hitters for you. So,
and these are things we've been thinking about for a while now.
Yeah,
for a good while, and probably some of you know them, and some of them you probably had no idea about, but they're going to make sense to you, I think.
That's right, and we've talked about them on the channel several times, but we want to bring it to light now at this point. Well, shall we get into it?
We shall get into it. Okay, like Joe already stated before, it's something that I want and he wants you guys to think about right now is, as always, we are doing our own research. We're bringing you everything we possibly can. We stay up on top of the news. I think my wife's going to kill me with the new baby, and yours is probably going to kill you too soon too, because we don't do anything but look up crypto stuff now. And we try to stay ahead of the game or what we're reading, whatever. But the question you have to ask yourself is, do you believe that we are truly in a bear market? Or are we truly in a bull market? You have to answer that question on your own. No one can help you. And here's what we're going to go through is our honest opinions right now. Joe, why don't you give them yours, and then I'll give mine.
Your boy, Joe P, thinks that we are in a bear market now. I do truly believe that we have gone far enough down for a long enough period of time. We've met the typical standard definition of what actually a bear market is and where we are at. I think what is going to happen now, I've said it before. I commented on a couple comments that you guys had about it. I think we're going to hit this little tiny local bottom here. We're going to bounce back up because people are going to feel like now's a great time to buy. We're going to bounce back up, and there's not enough pressure to keep running up for right now, and I think we're going to go lower. Once we hit 33K, there's a lot of liquidation that's going to happen with trading leverage traders, and I think we're going to go lower.
True.
That's my feel.
So you're saying 100% we're in the bear market.
I'm just taking my stance, and we are in the bear market now. I'm not, dancing the line anymore. I think now we are in it, but Colin, I know you have a different view. So what's your point?
I do have a different view from you.
Good.
And me and you went back and forth on this text message a lot this morning and yesterday, and we talked about it. And we're just like, we're going to have to agree to disagree. That's the way it is. I don't think we're in the bear market. Here is why. Because I think the artificial plummets and the artificial dips that have happened this year because of everything outside of the market's control is forcing this market to go further. Do I think all the indicators say we're probably in a bear market? Majority, yes. I mean, you can manipulate the TA however you want to say you're in a bull market, but I think that's on your side. The data is going on your side, but I don't think the real world action is. So I think that it's going to be a little bit of a longer dip and longer drought than we ever had, but I don't think it's going to be a bear market dip and a bear market drought. I believe right here, you're going to hear it right here, right now, in 2022, Bitcoin will hit an all-time high.
Wow. That is a
bingo.
That is a bold stance.
I'm your guy.
I hope 100% for all of my investments that you are correct. I really do.
I hope so too, because I'm red in everything but one. But I'm holding. I don't even care. I honestly, I'm still smiling. 100%.
Okay, so here is the difference between the rich crypto YouTubers. And and I don't want to call him out by any
No.
names, but we gotta say, I mean, BitBoy Crypto, he's like one of the biggest ones, right? Carl from the Moon. I mean, there's so many that are like, we got so much money because we've been in it for 8 years or 10 years or 7 years or whatever
they
it
just
is.
make a bunch of off YouTube and
A
stuff.
bunch, you know what I'm saying? So they're probably still in the green, even though we're down so much.
Absolutely, 100%.
What was the percentage or the statistic of how many people got into crypto in 2020?
72.5%. I want to say 72%. Let's go with 72%.
72%
in
of
2021.
So I'm going to guess that unless you got in on like January of last year, even then you'd probably be about where you got in.
I'm only up. Well, I'm up in 2 projects. I lied. I'm up at Harmony 1.
Okay.
Yeah, way up in Harmony 1, and I'm up in Cardano still.
Yeah. So if you're like me, you're probably, if you got in maybe later in the year, you're red. You're red in everything. You're down on everything. We want though to make sure that you don't sell when you're in red.
Don't sell. Don't be putting money in the market that you have to go pay your house with. Don't sell. Don't do it. Again, I think you bring up a great point. If you guys watch my short, which only 13 people watched it, so, but who knows? Shorts. No one watched your short for like
3 days.
3 days, and now it's got like 1,000 views.
Yes.
So I'm
it
like,
was like
what's going on?
17, 21, 22. All right, this thing's stupid. 900.
The like you just brought up, the big time huge YouTubers that have probably helped out a lot of people. I am with them. I respect them. I started into crypto with them over a year ago, but like. Carl the Moon today said, "Oh yeah, I'm down $100 million. So don't talk to me about your $20,000 to $30,000 loss." I literally about threw my phone, spent all the money that I have left in Cardano, which isn't very much, and flew to Dubai to kick his butt because I was like, dude. That is all of our money. That's normal people. That's what we actually do. We live by. Like if you have $100 million to lose, that means you have $100 million probably in the bank.
Right.
Which means what could you do with $100 million, Joe?
Dude, I could do so many things with it. If I had a fat stack of $100 million in front of me, I mean that's just mind blowing to me to just have that sunk into crypto. But like that's not where we're at. That's not where Colin's at. That's not where I'm at.
That's not where anybody's at.
You guys should have saw the text message that Colin sent me when he watched that video.
Mad.
Oh, he was so furious.
I literally wanted to come to the gym and shoot this. I was so mad, but.
Shoot this video, not shoot with the gun.
No, just the video.
No, just the video.
But the short had to do. But however, it just made me so mad because every person who's normal in the crypto space, there's no one that has $100 million. And on top of that, if you lose $100 million, it doesn't matter. They're unrealized. You don't have to sell it. You're not going to sell it.
Right.
And you have $100 million in the bank and all your other estimate. Just putting that kind of number to a normal investor really made me mad because that's telling me how out of touch you are with the actual people and should you be giving advice.
Yeah. We
this is my opinion.
We also have again, we're not shooting down any of these big time crypto YouTubers by any means.
Absolutely not.
But we do want to talk about one thing that we were discussing earlier about all of the big ones. They said there's maybe 4 or 5 of them that had this random hack on their YouTube channel. I actually watched the video. It was like a beeping screen that said, "This is the new coin. You guys want to get in on it right now. Transfer stable coin to this account. If you have an Ethereum wallet, use this. If you have Cardano wallet, use this. If you have something else, use whatever it was." It was a really short video. I was like, that is weird. Like, that's the weirdest video I've ever seen. Come to find out, it was a hack on all of these big YouTube crypto channel videos, and all of them are friends. All of them talk.
Yeah.
So Colin, what was your take on that?
All I said was, after this last year, I don't believe anything, and I'm just saying that it would be really cool to have your wallet accidentally out there and have a bunch of people send you money at the same time. And again, I am 0% blaming or saying anything. I'm just saying there's a little devil on my shoulder that's like, this might happen. This could have happened. And, I don't know.
Yeah, it actually turned my head
zero
a little
facts.
Bit. I was like, did you see this fake video? And he's like, well, maybe it wasn't a fake video. Maybe there's something. I'm like, that's actually a good point.
And I am 0% conspiracy theory. I'm not that guy.
No, not at all. But yeah, it's definitely food for thought. You can't trust anything anymore.
The timing.
Timing was insane. Okay, so let's assume that I am more correct on our side. There's a spectrum. There's not 100% or 100% or 0%, right? Of course, but let's say we're more bearish and we're diving deep down in. What are some of the bear market busters that we've been talking about here, Colin? You want to bring some to light?
Yeah, the first one I want to think about, where if you have extra money, and I wouldn't buy it right now, I would wait. Even if it runs up, let it go, is XRP. I think XRP has the chance to still get this lawsuit, SEC, all this garbage behind them, and still run up like crazy.
Yeah.
So buying XRP right now, especially if you think it's a bear market, if it's not the bear market, whatever it is, I don't care what you really think, but that is a great buy for both ends of that spectrum.
Cool. Yeah, I love it. I mean, we sunk some cash into XRP. We got it at whatever 78 or 80 cents or something like that, and we thought that was the best buy on the planet. Well, here we are now, and it's at, I don't know, 60 cents or something. Yeah, it's a lower whatever. But again, a great project to look at. If you find a point where you feel safe getting into the project, which maybe not right now. Again, it might go up, might go back down significantly, is my personal take on it. But if you want to get in on some, good.
And we get ours on Qcoin. I don't have that many followers or anything, but I have probably had 20 texts, 20 questions from my buddies of where to get it. We get all ours on Qcoin.
Yeah, that's really the only place of it, because you cannot. All of the other exchanges have kind of blocked it from purchasing until the settlement is done.
So think about when that one. I mean, we didn't even need to get into it, but when that goes live and it goes back to normal.
Exactly.
You think you get it on Uphold too, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I know we get it on KuCoin. That's the only place I can
correct us if we're wrong in the comments.
What
do you think next?
Yeah,
another one. So I think this one's going to be even bigger.
Yeah, this one will definitely be bigger, and it is NFTs. NFT marketplace right now, is growing like crazy. It is insane. It is blowing up left and right. I mean, the Cardano network now has NFTs that's blowing up like crazy. Yep. I mean, you name it. Crypto.com said they're going to start doing NFTs and stuff like that. Basically, think about this. There's a couple different thoughts that you can have here. One of the crypto punks or one of the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs or something like that. Maybe now these people think, hey, I made a ton of money on it. Maybe it's time to flip it. I don't really care how much I get off of it. You know, that's a good thought where they might just
10 ETH is a lot less than what it used to be.
That's right. That's exactly right. You know, it's about half actually. Yep. So, that's a thought. I mean, what else in the NFT place?
Well, I think it's bigger now that I'm hoping you bought projects for their utility and not just the ability to flip. And if you did buy one just to flip, don't flip it now. Keep it in your back pocket. It's going to go up again. It's going to hit, probably all-time crazy highs. But don't worry about getting and FOMOing into projects. Look at some utility. Look at the artwork, because we're going to still release ours.
Yep.
In the middle of it, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to have utility. Every dime we make off of it, besides what we have to pay the artist and a couple of the things that keep utility going, it's going back into the project. Every single dime. So buy it for utility, and I still think that you're going to have a lot of chances to make money in NFTs.
That's exactly right. I think they're going to be huge. I mean, more and more places are accepting it too, as just kind of yours. Exactly. It's not just a stupid JPEG, right? Well, exactly. I think Facebook or Meta is saying that you can use that actually as your picture, your profile picture, something like that, coming soon. So
correct.
Big things are happening in the place, man. Big
if
things.
You do, kind of piggybacking off this bearish, if you do believe we're in a bearish market, a bear market, I don't believe we are in a full bear market. He does, but we're going to go with the bear market right now. What do you think about maybe getting out of some of your positions if you are still green or just a little bit down? And let's say you need some tax losses, which we do have some. We do have a big taxing coming up soon. We have a tax lawyer coming on next week, I think. What do you think about getting into some stable coins and getting some interest going?
Yeah, here's my thought, guys. Is if you're still green, if you're up on some of your projects, now might be the absolute perfect time to sell what you got. It might not be, it wasn't the top, maybe you missed the top and it's on the way down, right? But if you're green, maybe pull it out and slide it over to some stable coins in anticipation that you're now going to buy in at a lower price.
Yeah, because why don't you tell everybody out there if we are in a full bear market, which we are talking about, what is going to happen over the next year?
So historically,
maybe even year and a half.
And again, history tends to rhyme in the crypto world. It's not exactly the same, but historically, if we are in a full-fledged bear market at the absolute worst, which could be months at a time or years at a time, I don't think it's gonna be that long. But anywho, 85 97 to 98% down from all-time highs.
Yes.
So you're thinking about, all of your projects, not Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin is going to $2,000.
No,
that's not going to
that's not
happen
happening.
at all. But these lower cap, and I'm not even saying like low cap, but I'm saying lower than Bitcoin's cap, it will drop significantly. 95+%. If you're at 90% of the all-time high, or I guess 10% of the all-time high, if you want to think about it that way, I mean, that's your time to buy, man.
Yeah.
That's the time to take that stable coin that you took from your profit, throw it into your project again, because all it has to go is up. That's the only place it's going to go.
Well, and the next thing you need to be do is still accumulate.
Right.
Make sure that you got to realize that this could fall in this kind of jaggedy downslope for the next year. It may not hit the bottom for a year and a half. If you remember, Cardano, if we could pull it up on the chart, was at 1 cent just before it ripped to $3.07. So that's 300% gains. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be right away. So you're going to have time. Don't try to time it perfectly. Please don't try to time it. Everybody try to time the top of this bull run. Don't try to time the bottom. Get within 20%. 20% and smile, because you're going to make a ton of money, but you've got to be willing to take profits. And if you got in 2021, which 72% of you did, we're a part of the 72%, guess what? You're probably on that road with us where it's like, well, we're a little red right now.
Yeah, pretty red. So,
and there are a couple coins that will still run, to be fair. So if you've picked good projects and if you've got some out, I think Harmony One's got potential because it's got such big use case, and I think XRP's got good potential too.
That's
and
right.
maybe even MTV.
Dude, MTV.
It's grown on me.
MTV man.
has not only grown on me, it's like sitting at the kitchen table with me now.
Colin's gonna get a tattoo that says MTV on his shoulder or something, man.
I don't even own any of it yet because my dang USDT hasn't showed up.
Still hasn't showed up.
Still hasn't showed up.
We talked about
48 hours later.
Yeah.
Right here. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up on my.
I have
Bitcoin.
transferred my Cardano to a wallet from Voyager, and it's been close to 48 hours. It's still not there. Voyager, man, you're gonna have to fix this.
Gotta fix it.
You're killing us, brother.
Gotta fix it.
Whoever runs Voyager, please. I know you're probably not gonna see this video, but fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the result? Do you know of the exchange? Of the exchange question that we had, like, what's the best exchange? You guys voted on it.
I don't even remember.
There was a ton of people that voted on it.
If we don't need this up, I can look it up.
Yeah. Pull it up real quick. Where was it at? The communities?
Community, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not one person voted for Voyager. Had over decent amount of votes, and Qcoin was number one by a large margin.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I wouldn't disagree with them.
Yeah.
Because Qcoin, you can do it all, and it's never messed up for me. It really hasn't.
As long as you figure out how to trade on Qcoin, which is very similar to Binance. They have a similar feel to them, and clearly Binance has figured it out. If you trade on Qcoin, you just ask somebody that's done it before to help you out, because you can definitely mess some stuff up. Jonathan, what did you buy? VeChain at 1 cent. Nice, and didn't take any profit. Well, now's maybe time to.
He got VeChain at 1 cent.
That's what he's saying.
Jonathan, dude, my man.
Yep, it will definitely go up again. I promise you that. VeChain is having real world use, for sure. I mean, I've seen videos of people scanning actual stuff, which is what it's intended for, and VeChain pops up on the phone.
A little fun fact is VeChain is my second largest holding by far.
That is a fun fact.
Like, not even close to Cardano's number one, and then VeChain is like right under it. And I'm getting wrecked right now. That's okay. Yeah, because it's going to go way up in the future, and I don't need the money because I'm not stupid. I invest smart.
Kyle, yeah, we were literally just talking about before you hopped in with the comments there. We have not been able to transfer that Voyager.
Nope. I'll show you my Qcoin.
Yeah,
it still is 0 on the USDT unless it changed in the last 3 minutes because I check it every 30 seconds. See?
Yep. So
there. Still no USDT.
Yeah, the issue
0 USDT.
Might have been able to see that. It says 0. I promise you that. The issue is from Voyager. It's the Voyager side sending it out. It's, for some reason, it is like reading with a freaking fine-tooth comb of every single transaction, and it's taking forever. So
and remember, I know, MTV has been popping back and forth, and I'm glad Kyle brought this up, is that we are happy with the price we're going to get on MTV. Even if it goes way lower, the potential higher highs, and where it's going to go is what we look at. It's not that, oh, I'm trying to get the bottom perfectly. No, we did all the TA, all the research. This is a price where it's going to rip at, and it's going to make us the money we thought about making versus going and trying to get greedy. That, when you get into that cycle, that's how you lose your money. That is how you lose your money. Oh, I'm getting the bottom. Oh, I didn't get the bottom. I'm going to sell it and get the bottom. It's like, dude, just buy it.
It's okay. Just buy it.
You're fine.
I mean, think about this.
but just buy it.
Let's say, if you bought Bitcoin in the last bull run in 2017, the massive run up that it had, the highest that it went to, if you bought 5 Bitcoin at that point, you didn't touch it. It dropped all the way down, and then it went back up to the new all-time highs there. I mean,
tripled
you
your money.
still made a ton of money.
Still tripled your money.
If you sold it there. So think about that. MTV, oh my God, it's so cheap right now. We need to get it cheaper. If you just buy it, I guarantee you it'll be higher.
Yep. And if you some of the problem is that mental side of things, that you buy it, you chase it low, and you simply can't get back. It just keeps going, and you can't understand why you need to sell it and then buy back in. And when you start doing those type of trades, that is when crypto will wreck you.
Yeah.
That is how you get wrecked in the crypto space.
Yeah, and it's just kind of being a little bit uneducated, which is why we're here to help.
Yes.
I mean, there's so much great information out there on the web nowadays on how to trade specifically, or whatever, with things to look at. So that's a good question. Another good question, Mr. Jonathan, back at it. Polygon Matic. I spent 5 days.
You did spend a ridiculous
doing
amount of time.
research on Polygon.
You didn't even answer my phone calls, nothing. I'm like, dude, we got to talk.
Yeah, Polygon's very complex. I actually like the project. I think it's a very, very good good project. I'm going to put a video out about it here pretty soon, maybe the next week or so. There's just a lot going on with the actual project. It's great. It's going to do awesome. Layer 2 solution. It's great.
There is a lot going on.
Yeah.
What else do you say?
Are we wanting MTV at 0.004? I mean, sure, but our target price was 0.0065.
65, yeah, 0.0065 is what we did and we discussed. So if it's at 0.004, I'll buy it.
Cool, we'll buy it.
Yeah.
Maybe this slow Voyager issue is
going to help us. Who
knows?
But I'd still like to be able to, because that's going to end up biting you in the butt.
Yeah,
it's
exactly
going to end up.
right.
Maybe this trade we work out. Maybe it works for the crypto boys right now. Eventually, we'll get wrecked though in it. It's
exactly
the way
right.
it is.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should ask. What do you guys think? What is your bear market buster? We want to know. Drop comments below. We would love to kind of hear about that specifically.
Yeah, I agree. And I have a altcoin video that I spent a few hours on this morning from like 5 a.m. till 9 a.m. And I think it's going to help out with this bear market and where you're buying your altcoins and how you're buying them. So look out for that video. I think you guys are going to enjoy that one.
Cool. Yeah, I love it.
Do we want to get into the market a little bit? I see the old battery going down.
Yeah. Let's do that just real quick, and then maybe we can close it out there. Yeah, our battery lasts like forever, and then nothing at all.
Seriously,
so, which doesn't make any sense.
Whoo! What is that? That is ugly.
All right, baby. Yeah, Bitcoin. This is just a Bitcoin chart. Pretty similar to what we were looking at the other day. I mean, not much has changed other than, we're still hanging out in this little poop zone. I'm very interested to see what happens in this
the crypto boys purple box of death. That's what that is.
That's right. Yeah, there's nothing.
When we get to that yellow gold line of death, that is when it's like, that is the ultimate, in my opinion. That yellow line is the ultimate decision maker for, are we in a bear or are we in a bull market?
Yeah, like I said, I truly do believe that the 33K is the magic number right around this box here. The bottom of this box is, if it stays above it, we might be doing the happy dance for a while. But if it hits a little dinkle down here, bye price of roof. My honest one is going to be this gold line here, this yellow line. That's where I think that if we start busting below that 29K mark, that is when I think it's over. If we can't get a significant bounce off of that mark in a very significant amount of time, like a quick significant amount of time, we gonna be bears. Yeah,
we gonna be in a bear market.
It'll be going down for sure.
Hold your stuff.
Yeah, we did have one article that we wanted to talk about.
We need to get into it.
This article this is mind blowing to me. I wish I was this good of a. This is like the Nancy Pelosi of
this is the Nancy. That's a great way to put it. That is so 100%.
Yep. Ethereum Foundation cashed out at the top again, says an analyst.
Again.
Okay.
What is it, third time in a row, I think, or something? Whatever it is.
They sold, I think there was a number
a day,
on that, right?
a day after.
Day
after it hit all-time highs. They sold 20,000 ETHs.
They sold right there. 20,000 ETHs at the absolute top of the market.
So why don't you guys comment below? Do you think that's coincidence for the next bear market in form or whatever it may be, whenever it may be, you guys believe your own? Do we just follow the ETH Foundation and be like, well, they sold, sell?
Yeah, people say swim with the whales, man. They are, the Ethereum Foundation is definitely the whales.
Another thing we haven't chatted about, and I know we're running out of time, but I think the pressure from all these bigwigs buying it, the mass adoption, do you think that's possible that the bear market isn't as bad, it's quicker, or maybe we have more pumps to maybe get some of these altcoins back at a level where it was, or do you think it's just straight crash, normal bear market, death?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's going to follow the last few. I really do. I think it's going to go down there. I think this might be the last one that it does that, though, because what's happening is the big institutional investors are getting in, but they're kind of just dipping their toes in. They're putting a bunch of money in, and then they're pulling back out. They're trying to figure out how they're going to hedge it with their other normal investments. So I think after this cycle, what's going to happen is we're not going to have the traditional 4-year cycles. Things are going to be changed. They're going to be shifted. So that's my personal take.
What do you guys think? Throw it in the comments below. We want to hear. We want to message back to you guys. We really do appreciate you guys commenting, so we know what where our subscribers are at, what they think, and we do appreciate you guys subscribing too.
For sure.
If you got something, if you get something out of the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't, stick around long enough to where maybe you will. That'll help out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else you wanted to talk about today?
I don't think so. Other than KDA, is that Kadena? I think didn't I do a video on that?
Yeah, you did.
I did do a video on that. Yeah, I thought it was a great investment potentially. I don't know if it's a bear market buster, but it definitely has high potential. So cool. DCF, is that CrossFit? D CrossFit? Maybe not. I don't know. But either way, that's all I got. That's all we got. You got anything else?
Man, I'm telling you, 2022 Bitcoin all-time high.
He called it here first, folks.
Here it is.
He called it here. I haven't heard a single person say that other than this man.
On New Year's Eve of 2022, it's going to be at like $3,200.
Let's hope not.
I'm so sorry.
Let's hope not. Hey, that's all right. Either way, as always, guys, thank you for being with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. We will check you guys next time.